It's kind of early in the morning, and I feel so weird being awake this early. Okay, so this is another bargain book where I buy a book that's on sale for really, really cheap, and then I read it, and then I tell you about it. This is it. This is the one. Do you see it? Look at that. Look at that framing. So this is the one. Hana-Kimi is the book that I read for today, and I'm just gonna go into it. No time to waste. We're starting with the Shoujo manga. I don't read a lot of shoujo, but I read this one. So, okay. Wait, I almost forgot. Here's my first impression. Cut. Okay, here's my first impression. So first, I think it's going to be like Orange High School Host Club, somehow. And second, I think it's going to be a love triangle, because probably, there's 3 of them. And yeah, that's my guess. I really want to start reading this because, I don't know, old shoujo is just so much fun. I'm going to do that now. Cool. Bring it back now, y'all. One hop this time. This is not really like Orange High School Host Club. Whatever. It doesn't matter. This is Hana-Kimi. Basically, the whole gist of this thing is that we've got our main girl here, right? But she is disguising herself as a boy, and I'll tell you why. From the first page, we see her with her long hair in the bathroom, and she's cutting it off. And the reason why she's doing that, so she could disguise herself so she can go to an all-boys school in Japan, because she lives in America, and the reason why she's doing that is because there's this boy that she saw on TV do the high jump, with like the pole and they like jump. It's very impressive, honestly. I want to do it, but I'm not strong. She saw this boy do the high jump and she's like, wow, he's great. I want to go hang out with him. I don't know if she's like really clear about whether it's like romantic, her feelings towards this dude, or like she's just so inspired she has to meet him. So yeah, she does that. She disguises herself. I think she convinces her parents to like let her go, which I don't know how. So like fast forward, it's the first day to school and oh no, she's late. So she runs out the door, she runs into some dude, and like without even looking, she just kind of keeps going. And oh no, she busts in, causes a whole scene, and it's like, oh, I'm late, I'm new, don't worry about it. And from behind her comes this dude who's like, you dropped your bag back there. Lo and behold, it's our main boy. Main boy, by the way, is going to be this boy. Dark-haired boy. If you read shoujo manga, you know exactly what he's about already. So this guy's name is Izumi. He's the vault jumper, the guy that she traveled all this way for. And they're in the same class, so she totally lucked out. So yeah, after class, she walks right up to him and is like, hey, I like you, let's be friends. And he's like, I'm not really about that. And this like shatters her whole reality. She's like, oh my god, I've already ruined it. This was my chance to make a good impression, and I destroyed it. But then this blonde dude who's also in class, which is this guy here. I guess it looks kind of orange. I don't know, they only really say this hair's bleached. This blonde dude comes up and he's like, whoa, that was really impressive. That was really funny of you to just walk up and be like, hey, what's up? I like you. My name is... What is his name? My name is Shoichi. Let's be friends. So her and the blonde dude kind of befriend each other. He's a pretty happy-lucky... Wait. That's not right. He's a pretty happy-go-lucky dude. I like him. So yeah, this blonde dude is like, hey, let me show you the dorms. You're gonna love it. So they go up. She meets the school mascot, which is just this dog. And the dog jumps on her. And Shoichi, the blonde guy, is like, whoa, that's pretty crazy. The dog really only does that to girls. And she's like, that's crazy. Wow. And then she gets her room, and guess who's her roommate? If you guessed Izumi, our dark-haired protagonist, you're absolutely correct. It's him. So yeah, as we go on, there's more character introductions. There's this like handsome RA that's like hanging around all the time. There's this dude who's like the school idol or whatever, and is very threatened by our main girl because she quickly becomes very popular because all the dudes find her very cute, although they think he's a guy still. Oh, and the school doctor. He's cool. He's kind of sarcastic with the students and stuff like that. So yeah, he's around. Main girl and Izumi have to share a room. They have like those typical shoujo tender moments where Izumi like falls asleep on her shoulder or something like that on accident. And then they're like sitting outside with the dog, and the dog pulls on the leash and they fall on top of each other. All those shoujo moments. So yeah, jump ahead, there's a soccer game, and Shoichi he's like captain of the soccer team or something like that. He's like their star player. I don't know. He's good at soccer. All the boys are there playing soccer together, so is our main girl, and she basically just wipes out when Shoichi runs into her. He completely floors her. And Izumi's like, yo, why would you do that? And of course, our blonde boy Shoichi is like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And Izumi's being totally serious. He's like, you run ahead and go make sure the doctor doesn't leave. I'll carry him, because he still thinks that she's a guy, to the nurse's office doctor. What is it called? Clinic? All three of them get there. The doctor's still there. The blonde one was able to stop him before he left. And the doctor's like, okay, cool. Well, looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him. So, whatever. You guys leave. I'll take care of this. So the other boys get kicked out. And then the main boy wakes up. And the doctor's like, hey, what's up? You're awake. So why are you a girl? Oh, by the way, this is framed as being, like, kind of romantic. Like the doctor's trying to come on to her or something like that. I don't know. I was kind of like, ew. So yeah, she's found out by the doctor. The doctor's knows what's up. And he wants to know why is this happening. But before, he can get an answer or anything like that, Izumi comes back with all of her stuff. And they go back to their dorm. So when they get back, Shoichi is like in tears. He's like, I am so sorry. I can't believe that I totally floored you because I'm such a fast soccer player. He doesn't say it like that. He's like genuinely upset. But yeah, she's like, it's cool, it's fine, whatever. And he's like, oh my god, you're so humble. Yeah. Night's over. Next day, moving on. So now there's rumors being spread that Izumi and main girl are gay because someone took a picture of them when they were falling on top of each other with the dog, like what happened earlier. So Izumi is pissed about this, so he walks up to the dude that they already know he did it. But he walks up to him and is like, hey, that sucks. You're lame. You're lamer. And yeah, so he just like threatens him, and then main girl comes in and just straight up punches him in the face, which is funny. Yeah, she's really proud of herself for this, by the way. Because that happened, Izumi is now avoiding her. And when her and the blonde boy are walking back to the dorms, she's like, man, Izumi's avoiding me because of all this. This sucks. And she's kind of complaining about it. But we see from blonde boy's perspective that he's starting to see her in a new light. He's starting to see all those, shoujo flowers around him when he talks. Which he still thinks that our main girl is a boy at this point. I think I got all those pronouns wrong. He still thinks that our main girl is a boy at this point. So he's like, oh man, I guess I'm gay. And that's basically his conflict for the rest of this volume. Also, like, I genuinely find his little crush on her, like, very cute. It's very fluffy. I'm a sucker for that. And now this whole next subplot, I don't really care for it. I'm gonna breeze through it. Basically what happens is our main girl sees Izumi talking to some girl, and main girl's like, oh no, that's his girlfriend, and gets jealous. And he's trying to figure out what her whole deal is. Turns out this other girl is like an old, classmate of Izumi's. And this other girl is trying to get Izumi to do the high jump again because she really admired that he did the high jump. I don't know. I don't do sports. I don't understand this. And this whole like conflict kind of resolves when main girl and this other girl get into like a fight. And this other girl goes to slap our main girl. And Izumi's there to stop it before the hit lands. Then main girl gets pissed at Izumi for being so harsh with the girl because he was pretty harsh with her when he was like, don't hit my friend. So yeah, that's like the whole conflict with her. I don't know. I didn't care for it. I found it to be pretty boring. But anyways, while all that's happening, our main girl goes back to the school doctor to tell him like her whole deal. And she explains to him that she's here because she saw Izumi on TV and really admired him, so she came all the way, like across the ocean, to see him. And she's like, how'd you even know that I was a girl? Like, my disguise was perfect. And the doctor reveals that he knew because he's gay. And this is what he says, like the quote, one develops some sensitivity to gender cues when one is gay. Which is a very strange way to put it. I don't know. Men who are gay, please let me know what is it? What do you say? Develop some sensitivity to gender cues. I want to know, what's the truth? Main girl reacts pretty homophobically, and I'm pretty sure he says, like, no homophobia, please, which works, by the way. And then after that, they actually share a pretty, like, solid heart to heart where they talk about, like, unrequited love and stuff like that. So, yeah, the scene ends pretty amicably. Back at the dorms, Izumi's in the shower, and she's just kind of waiting for him to get out, and then he does. And so while she's in the shower, he's like, oh man, I left my watch in there. And he goes back in without, like, thinking about it, and whoa, he saw her naked. Or did he? Oh, mystery. Spoiler, he did. But he reveals, as he's, you know, out of the shower looking at his watch, that he's known the whole time that she was a girl. And he just forgot in that moment and accidentally walked in on her showering. So yeah, big reveal, he knew all along. And then the volume wraps up from there. And then if you're wondering, let me show you this. Let me show you something. If you're wondering, it pretty much wraps up in this chunk. And then we have all this left over. And what this is the mangaka's other manga called Cage of Summer. And, you know, on the first page, the love interest is introduced as the girl's cousin. And I flipped through it. I don't want to read it. I don't want to. I don't want to do that today. Thank you. So that's it. Now to the thoughts. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely enjoyed reading this. Like, I thought I wasn't going to. I bought this because I thought I would dislike it. And there's something fun about reading something you dislike sometimes. I don't know. Maybe the evil in me wants to torture myself. But I had fun. I liked both love interests. Okay. So I did dislike her motives. I thought it was pretty lame and pretty... I'm not convinced of it, you know? I don't find it romantic. And the little, like, sprinkles of homophobia throughout it, that was lame too. I didn't like it. There was a dog. I liked that. Basically, okay, I'm gonna start rating these. So all that said and done, it had some parts I didn't like. I did like the romance, which is honestly a miracle, because I tend to be really critical of romances in manga. I'm giving this, like, a solid 3.5. That's as, like, middle as you can get. Because, like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It's not like the other ones where, like, Train Man, I hated the guy so much. He was so annoying. And then the other one, what's it called? Blackbird? I didn't like Blackbird either because it was so, what is even the word for it? Aggressive, I guess? I wasn't feeling that one either. This one was just cute. And I'm happy with it. So that's it. That's the end. I'm ending this now. Good night. Goodbye. This is the end of the video.